Justin and the Best Biscuits in the World, Chapter 2, Women's Work. Justin woke early. He had to clean his room and be ready when Anthony came by. If he cleaned up, then maybe Evelyn would let him go to the playground. He looked around his room and decided there was no way he could be through by the time Anthony came. Suddenly he had an idea. Justin knew Evelyn's one weakness. She liked to sleep late. In a very quiet house, she might sleep all morning. With her asleep, he could slip away and play one-on-one with Anthony for an hour at least. First he took the phone off the hook. Suddenly he realized he had better catch Hadia before she went into the kitchen and started banging around doing her experiments. He knew she liked reading in her room almost as much as she liked cooking, especially if the books were about magic. Luckily, on his recent visit to the library, he had checked out some books on just that subject. Now, armed with those books on magic, he knocked on Hadia's door. She was already dressed. "Now what?" she asked as she opened the door. "Can I come in?" Seeing the books, she said, "No, you can't read in my room today." He smiled. He liked reading in her room better than anywhere else in the house. She had a place for everything, and everything was in its place. Her bed was always smoothly made. Her room reeked with order. "I'm not here to read in your room," he said proudly. "You want these books?" She looked at him suspiciously. "What do you want, Justin?" He laughed. "Nothing. Here, girl, read." He shoved the books at her. She took them and quickly closed her door. He sighed, relieved. Now, with quiet assured, Evelyn would stay asleep and he could slip away to the playground. Softly, quickly, he went past her room and down the hall. Just as he was almost to the doorbell rang. "Oh, no," he muttered. "Who's so stupid hanging on the doorbell?" he thought. He raced to check. "Anthony, why are you ringing the bell, man?" "I wanted you to know I'm here." "Shh, shh, shh," Justin said. "What's wrong?" Anthony wanted to know. "I'm grounded. I think I can slip away, though, for a little while." "Justin," Evelyn called. "Who is it?" "Aw, shucks, she's alive." "Come on in," he shouted at Evelyn. "It's my friend." "You know what Mama said," Evelyn called. "You know what Mama said," he mimicked under his breath to Anthony. Then he shouted, "I ain't going nowhere." "You can't go to the playground?" Anthony asked. "I told you, I'm grounded. My grandpa's coming. Gotta clean my room. Come on." With Anthony, he felt comfortable even though his room was messy. The bed, though made, was lumpy, cover shoved beneath the bedspread. His closet door stood ajar. Clothes, more off hangers than on, were wedged together. Socks, balls, clothes hangers, and some T-shirts were scattered over the floor. Quickly, he closed the closet door and said, "Sit down, ma'am." Anthony removed clothing from the chair and just sat. Any other time, Justin would not have been any more aware of his room than Anthony seemed now. But Justin was uneasy, ashamed, remembering the talk last night. Like Grandpa's pig pen flashed into his mind. "Sisters," he blurted out. "Get on your nerves, man." "I don't have any sisters," Anthony said, as though he liked it that way. "But my mama and my grandma get on me, wanting me to do their work. Yeah, washing dishes, cleaning up, folding clothes, all that old stuff, women's work. I hate it," Anthony said. Justin heard Evelyn in her room. He knew those sounds of making the bed, straightening up. "They waste a lot of time cleaning, don't they?" he said. "And so many other things in the world to do." His foot shuffled a basketball left in the middle of the floor. "Let's play some one-on-one here," he said to Anthony. Evelyn walked from her room just as they started out with the ball. "Where you think you're going?" "Out," Justin replied. "You had better get busy cleaning your room." "Oh, come on, Evelyn. I got all day to clean." He and Anthony went to the backyard. Justin's father had put up a basketball net on the garage only months before he had been killed in an automobile accident. That had been 4 years ago when Justin was 6 years old. Justin still remembered playing one-on-one with his father. At first, when his father died, Justin couldn't play one-on-one at all because of a lonely heaviness in his chest. But now he hardly remembered anything except the fun he had playing with his dad. Justin played basketball with a lot of zest. However, Anthony, though shorter than Justin by almost 3 inches, was the better player. Justin jumped higher than Anthony, but Justin did not move fast, nor did he keep a sharp eye on the basket. The sun was hot, but they played hard and fast, with Justin forgetting he had work to do. Finally exhausted, they took time out to get a cool drink from the water hose. Before the game started again, Evelyn bounded outside with her quick stride. "Play you both one-on-one," she challenged them. "You mean one-on-two," Justin said, bouncing the ball. "I'll beat both of you is what I mean," she said, and moved in on Justin, who still had the ball. Evelyn was a fast, aggressive player. The two boys played as hard and as well as they knew how, but she still outscored them. Finally, she said, "Enough, Anthony. You go home now so Justin can do his work." "You can't tell my friend what to do," Justin said. "Then I'll tell you. You'd better come in and do your work." Evelyn went inside. "Come on, Anthony. We don't have to do what she says." They started another game. Evelyn shouted to Justin, "You want me to call Mama on the phone? You know what she told you last night." Justin fumed with anger. "You better not." He knew they must never disturb their mother at the shop where she worked, framing paintings and selling frames and artwork. Only for the most important things did they call. "All right.